We have been lied to about what it takes to build a reliable income stream this year. If you look around online right now, everyone is talking about learning complex new software, predicting the next massive crypto coin, or building massive personal brands. But the most interesting wealth shift of 2026 has absolutely nothing to do with those things. Instead, a quiet group of people are making serious money by doing the exact opposite. They are entirely ignoring the shiny new trends and focusing exclusively on solving incredibly boring problems for incredibly traditional businesses. They are not freelancers trading their hours for a paycheck. They are operating as friction hunters. Today, we are going to explore exactly how this model works. I'm going to share 3 simple, surprisingly unsexy ways you can apply this friction hunter mindset to generate income this week. The third method is particularly fascinating because it targets a massive blind spot that almost every local business owner completely ignores. But before we get to that, we need to understand why the old way of working is broken. Chapter 1: The Friction Hunter Mindset. For the last decade, the standard advice was to learn a technical skill and then charge an hourly rate to clients who needed that skill. That model is collapsing rapidly. Business owners simply do not want to buy your time anymore. They do not want to manage another hourly worker. They want to buy a specific outcome that makes their life easier or makes their business more profitable. This is where the friction hunter steps in. A friction hunter looks at a local plumber, an accountant, or a dental clinic and finds the exact bottleneck that is draining their time or leaking their money. Instead of offering to work for $20 an hour, you offer a permanent solution to that specific bottleneck. You sell the result. When you shift your focus from selling hours to selling outcomes, the entire dynamic changes. You stop competing with millions of other people on freelance websites. You become a partner who removes pain. Let us look at the first practical way you can execute this shift right now. Chapter 2: Way 1: Selling reclaimed time. Think about a typical local electrician or a landscaping company owner. They are phenomenal at their actual craft, but they are completely overwhelmed by the administrative chaos of running their business. They spend their evenings sorting through physical receipts, manually replying to customer inquiries, and trying to figure out which invoices are still unpaid. Their biggest friction point is a sheer lack of time. Your first avenue to generate income is to sell them their own time back. You do this by setting up simple automated systems for their back-office operations. You approach them and offer to implement a basic scheduling system that completely eliminates the endless back-and-forth phone calls with clients. You are not charging them for the hours it takes you to click the buttons and set it up. You are charging a flat fee for giving them 10 hours of their week back. The beauty of this approach lies in the psychology of the business owner. What do you think happens when they finally get their evenings back? Chapter 3: The Mechanics of Time Delivery. Once that local business owner realizes they no longer have to skip family dinners to answer routine customer emails, you become an invaluable asset to them. Delivering this reclaimed time is surprisingly straightforward. You do not need to be a software engineer. You simply find standard, highly reliable administrative tools and connect them to the existing workflow of the business. You might set up an automatic text message reminder for appointments, drastically reducing the number of people who simply forget to show up. That single fix directly saves the owner money and frustration. You package this as a complete time delivery service. You identify the bottleneck, you deploy the standard fix, and you hand them the keys. They pay you handsomely because the value of a peaceful weekend far exceeds the fee you charge. It is a brilliant way to step into the outcome economy. But saving a business owner time is only one side of the equation. There is another massive opportunity hiding in plain sight, and it revolves around uncovering money they have already lost. Chapter 4: Way 2: Selling found money. Every single established local business has a graveyard of missed opportunities. Imagine a local physiotherapy clinic or a fitness center.
Over the years, they've collected hundreds or even thousands of customer contacts, people who came in once for an appointment or inquired about a service and then quietly disappeared. The business owner assumes those leads are totally dead. The second way you can build an income stream is by selling found money. You approach the clinic and offer to reactivate those dormant customers. You take their old list of contacts and create a gentle, thoughtful outreach campaign offering a friendly wellness check or a relevant seasonal promotion. Because these people already know the business, a predictable percentage of them will actually book a new appointment. You are quite literally creating revenue out of thin air, using assets the business owner had completely forgotten about. It sounds almost too easy to be true, but the mechanics of making it work require a very specific touch. Chapter 5: The Reactivation Playbook. The secret to reactivating these old customers without seeming pushy is absolute simplicity. You do not send aggressive sales pitches. You send short, personal messages that sound like they are coming directly from the owner. A simple text asking if they're still struggling with that old shoulder injury, or if they need a routine maintenance check for their home heating system before winter arrives. When you bring 5 or 10 paying customers back through their doors in a single week, the business owner will view you as a magician. To monetize this, you do not charge an hourly rate for sending the messages. You agree on a flat fee for the reactivation campaign, or you negotiate a small percentage of the revenue generated from those returning customers. You are capturing a portion of the value you created from scratch. This creates a brilliant win for everyone involved. While reactivating old customers is incredibly powerful, it still relies on past relationships. Our final method focuses on capturing the massive volume of new people who are walking away every single day. Chapter 6: Way 3: Digital Curb Appeal. Imagine walking up to a restaurant where the front door is jammed, the menu is unreadable, and nobody is at the host stand to greet you. You would immediately turn around and leave. This exact scenario is happening digitally to millions of local businesses right now. The third way to make money is fixing their digital curb appeal. Consumers in 2026 have zero patience. If someone searches for a local roofing company and their website is confusing or lacks a clear way to request a quote instantly, that potential customer simply clicks the next result. They are losing business simply because they are hard to interact with. Your job is to become the architect of a smooth customer journey. You go in and rebuild the very first interaction a customer has with that business. You might simplify the confusing website navigation, install a clear booking button, or create a simple intake form that actually works on a mobile phone. You are removing the friction that makes potential buyers bounce away. Chapter 7: The Boring Wealth Blueprint. When you fix that digital curb appeal, the business owner suddenly sees a spike in their new customer inquiries without spending a single extra penny on advertising. You have patched the hole in their bucket. They will gladly pay a premium for that result because the return on their investment is undeniable and immediate. These 3 methods share one underlying truth. Real, sustainable wealth is rarely found in the flashiest new trends. It is found in the quiet, overlooked corners of the traditional economy. It is found by solving boring problems for busy people. Whether you're giving a landscaper their weekend back, finding lost revenue for a clinic, or fixing the broken front door of a local shop, you are stepping out of the hourly trap and into the realm of real value creation. The opportunity is sitting right in your own neighborhood, waiting for someone willing to look past the hype. The only question left is which local business you are going to approach first.